Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the North Carolina Dynasty, where we have just lost the ACC championship game to Clemson. Clemson and North Carolina are the number 1 and 2 seeds in the country, but since we didn't win a conference, we're going to be the 5 seed in this playoff. Now we're going to play against UCF, and UCF themselves, they won the SEC over Georgia. Georgia is still going to be in the playoff, but UCF won the conference. And so we're going to face them now. I hope we have a good game. I think we're definitely the highly favorited team, even though UCF had a great season. Their roster just doesn't quite stack up to what we have on our team. And I hope that our roster quality shows up today. UCF has some very good players as well, starting with their quarterback, Ja'Curry Brown, who is out of Valdosta, Georgia. 6'4", 220, former 3-star scrambling quarterback with 94 throw power. He's not the most accurate quarterback you'll ever see. That 75 deep accuracy, 77 medium. That's not a great accuracy blend, but he does have 91 speed and 90 acceleration, so definitely a runner, and I hope we can contain him. Enrique Morales is their running back. Morales is a very good elusive back with solid hands. He can run some routes. He would actually be a pretty good receiver, and he has 94 speed, 93 acceleration. So definitely somebody to watch out for here as well. Top receiver on this team is Jordan Bridgewater, 6 feet, 170. Bridgewater is a great route runner. 99 short, 99 medium. I think it was also 90 release. He has very solid catching ratings. He's a good run after the catch threat. His only weaknesses, I think, his speed at 88, 90 acceleration. Number 2 receiver on this team is Bradell Richardson. Richardson is by far not as good a route runner, but he has some pretty good hands. He is a good rack threat, and he has got actually some pretty decent speed, 93 speed, 95 acceleration. Somebody to watch out for. Kason Stokes is the number 3 receiver on this team. Where's number 81, 6'2", 180 out of Tampa, Florida. Stokes is, I guess, a decent route runner with great hands, great athlete as well, a little bit of rack ability as well, but the main thing about him is definitely the speed at 95. Their top tight end is Randy Pittman, 6'2", 225 out of Panama City, Florida. Pittman is a very solid route runner at tight end. Those ratings are really good. Pretty solid hands as well in the mid 80s. That's pretty good, and also pretty fast for most of the tight ends this game has. So they definitely have a very talented skill player group. Now the weakness on this offense is definitely the O-line. They're gonna have to start a 70 overall left guard because their starter is injured. They have a 79 overall right tackle, a 74 overall left tackle, 74 overall right guard. So they do have 2 starters in the 80s for overall, the center and the right tackle, but this O-line is definitely something that our defensive line should absolutely dominate. For the defense of this UCF team, we have an 88 power move, 76 finesse moves edge rusher with 71 block shedding. A pretty good athlete, but not a good run stopper. So just honestly, a one-dimensional pass rusher. The other good edge rusher on the team is Jamal Johnson. Johnson is at 82 finesse moves, 85 power moves. So very technically refined pass rusher with good athleticism, but yet again, the run stopping is just not there. In the middle of this defense is John Walker, an 87 overall run stopping, 6'4", 310 defensive tackle. Walker is a great run stopper at 89 block shedding and 93 power moves, 83 finesse moves. It's really solid. So this is definitely the biggest threat along this defensive line. Walker, a very refined run stopper and pass rusher at the same time. Their second defensive tackle is 6'5", 300 pounds, Marcus Downs. Downs is a very refined pass rusher with 95 strength. His 76 finesse moves is not crazy, but 84 block shedding is really solid as well. So they do have some run stopping defensive tackles in the middle of this front. Zari Alexander is the top linebacker on this team, and Alexander is a pass coverage linebacker with 82 zone, 74 men I think it was. He is a decent run stopper, but it's nothing spectacular. Also not a great athlete. TJ Bullard is the other good linebacker on this team, 6'1", 200 pounds, a very light linebacker. He's honestly more like a safety in size, but a very good coverage. He's a decent run stopper, but that block shedding at 59 is pretty bad. And then 83 speed, 91 excel, that's pretty good. Top corner on this team is Traquan Fagans, 6'1", 190 out of Alabaster, Alabama. Former 4-star recruit with great man coverage and great press ability, 89 catching. The only weakness on him is the zone coverage at 78. 90 speed is also nothing to write home about. So I guess a decent number 1 corner. And then the number 2 corner is Jakari Henderson, 6 foot 175. Henderson is a zone corner, 86 zone coverage, it's really good. Not a great pass catcher, but he does have some really good man coverage ability as well, and 92 speed. So honestly, in my eyes, this Henderson dude looks a lot better than their actual number 1 corner. Cedric Hawkins is their top safety. Hawkins is a 94 zone coverage dude. Really good hands as well at 97 catching. His run support needs a little work. Man coverage also needs a little work, but as an over-the-top free safety, he looks really good. Now, obviously, we have not played UCF so far, but that's going to change around this time. We, as far as the matchup goes, I think we're heavily favored. Now, they do have a few really good skilled players, but they do not have a great O-line or a burner. So the way they win is to keep the ball underneath, just go 5 yards at a time, and just go with those long 13 plays, 80 yard drives and stuff. And for us, we definitely have the better trenches. We should absolutely dominate their O-line with our D-line. And as far as our O-line goes, I don't think we have a great matchup here against UCF. They do have some good talent on this defense, but they also have some weaknesses. And let's get into this. We're going to start it off with an 8-yard slant to Buck Stoner, who immediately is injured on the play and is going to come back in the second quarter of this game. Merdinger is going to get away another slant, and that's going to be Marquise Brooks from the other side. But there is a flag down, and UNC is going to be penalized here. Trevion Green, the left tackle here, with a holding. 2nd and 7 now for Merdinger, and he's going to get it to the outside, and that one's going to be caught by Brooks. And I think I misspoke. It was not a holding call. It was a illegal man downfield penalty. But another slant, another catch by Brooks, and just like that, we're across midfield. It's a 22-yard gain for Brooks. 1st and 10 for Merdinger. 4-man pressure. He's going to reset his feet and get it away to Jordan Shipp, and he gets 7 yards on the play. 3rd and 2. Costanzo is the back. 2 tight ends on the field, and we're going to run it up the middle, and Costanzo didn't get there, even though he broke a tackle on the way. 4th and inches, and again we go with 2 tight ends on the field to run it behind his tight end. Great block. Costanzo is gone. Touchdown UNC. It's a 40-yard score for the Tar Heels, and that was perfect blocking. 4th and inches, and we're I think it was a blitz they executed there with a couple linebackers coming into the pocket, but we run around them. Jake Johnson throws the perfect block into the second level, and that's a touchdown. And now we get a sack immediately. Bo Atkinson's in the backfield. And this is a 3rd and 16. Gonna be pretty tough for UNC to convert that one. From the 19-yard line, they're going to motion out their running back, and he is the target, but there is not a whole lot of space to go. He does break the tackle, the first one there, but it's only a 4-yard gain. So punt, and UNC gets the ball back, 7-0 lead, and we're going to do the exact same play here. And Costanzo is going to run it to the sideline, 6 yards on the play. He broke 1 tackle on the way. 3rd and 5. Costanzo's the back double. That's actually a 3-by-1 set. And we're going to throw it to Christian Hamilton, who is in the game right now because we have the injury to Buck Stoner there. So we're going to see a little bit of Hamilton on the field. And this one is going to be a sack as we couldn't get off the screen in time. 2nd and 15. And Merdinger is going to set up a slip screen here to Costanzo, and he's going to run it for about 5 yards, but that's going to be stalling for a 3rd and 10. Malik checks into the backfield, and Merdinger is going to throw it to Malik, and he's going to go down at the opposing 45-yard line. So that is going to be a 4th and 2, and we are going to go for it. And they again bring pressure. Costanzo's got the first down, and that's a first down inside. Well, I mean, I guess at the edge of field goal range. 1st and 10 as we start the 2nd quarter now. We're going to motion in Jordan Shipp into the backfield, and Merdinger is not going to get it away as Shipp would have been wide open in the flats there. They take a sack. 3rd and 16. This one's going to be tough. If we want to get a field goal here, we better get some yardage, but that one's not going to work out. 54-yard field goal try. I mean, we're going to try it, but this one's going to be a little right. And I also do not think it had the leg, but I guess we have tried. It would have been a 2-score game, but 7-0 as UCF takes over on downs here. And they're going to run it with their quarterback. That's a 9-yard gain. And 2nd and inches coming up here for this UCF offense. Best field position they've had all day, and down goes the quarterback. That's a loss. Travis Shaw is in the backfield for a loss of 3. And now it's crunch time as they are gonna get sacked again. It's Travis Shaw in the backfield yet again, this time for a sack. The other one was only a TFL because that was a called run play. And UCF is out of downs yet again. No points on the board. 7-0, and the drop play for Brian Malik is just not gonna go anywhere as UCF is gonna miss their, in my opinion, best quarterback in Jakari Henderson. So that one's going to be tough. And right off the bat, we're going to go after that backup corner. It's Marquise Brooks, and it's a touchdown. 87 yards on the fly. And UNC is up by 2 scores. Henderson is injured, and right off the bat, we're going to go after that corner on that side. Ooh, that was bad for UCF. It's 14-0, and we're 7 minutes away from halftime. And this one is going to be a good run for Morales, but it's going to be negated by a penalty on the UCF O-line. It's going to be a holding on the left guard. 2nd and 11, and they're going to throw it here as that one's going to be incomplete. Bo Atkinson applying the pressure yet again. 3rd and 11 for this UCF offense. And they're going to scramble, and that one's going to be shy of the sticks as Lavalley steps up in time, and Brown is going absolutely nowhere. That's another punt. We're still at 14-0 as Merdinger takes over with the UNC offense again, and Brooks has another catch on yet another slant for 9 yards. 2nd and 1, and Merdinger is going to motion Jordan Shipp across the formation. And Buck Stoner is back in the game and wide open. He's going to fight almost to the 50-yard line as we're going to have our regular top 3 receivers on the field again. 2nd and 10, Merdinger gets it away to Malik. And he's got some space. He tries to juke out the safety, but that didn't work out. But it's still a very good gain. 1st and 10, Costanzo checks back into the game. Motion for Jake Johnson. The safety comes down. And we're just going to have a play action shot. And that one is wide open in the middle. And Merdinger overthrow it a little bit so that Buck Stoner had to lay out, couldn't use the running room, but still a great catch by Stoner. 1st and 10 for another slip screen, and this one is going to be caught by Malik for a 4-yard gain. And they're moving closer to the red zone again. We have 2.5 minutes on the clock. Merdinger gets it away. Jordan Ship is down at the 5-yard line, and it's goal to go inside the 5 now. Costanzo is the running back. We're going to throw it, actually, and Merdinger is going to get it away, but he overthrows his target, and that's going to be incomplete. 2-minute warning right here. 2nd and goal coming up. Merdinger at the sideline, and Brooks is ruled out of bounds. And we're going to take a second look at that to maybe challenge the ruling. It's a great route. He has a lot of separation there. And this one is very tight. Maybe has his toes at the sideline, but I think we gotta challenge that one, man. It was a great catch there, and there was maybe like 2 blades of grass that were touching his toe, maybe, if at all. So we're gonna challenge that one. But it is not overturned. It's still going to be ruled an incompletion. 3rd and goal for Merdinger. And at the goal line, it's incomplete. Jake Johnson couldn't hold on against the safety. And we're going to take the points here. It's a 17-0 game, 3-score game. And UCF gets the ball back with 1:49 on the clock. And they've got an open man down the field. It's Randy Pittman, the tight end. 1st and 10, 1:15 on the clock for Brown. And he is pressured again, and he goes down. It's Hamrick in the backfield. And UNC is in trouble. 3rd and 18. Brown, 4-man pressure, and he is gonna go down again, and we knocked him out of field goal range. And we're just gonna take a timeout here. There's a minute on the clock. I think we can still make some points here. But bad field position for us because that punt landed inside the 10. We're going to start it off with a great catch by Buck Stoner on the corner route there. Tight coverage, but he still makes it work. 1st and 10, another corner route, and another crazy catch. This time is Jordan Ship at the 47. That was a massive play. And now we're almost at midfield. 1st and 10, Merdinger gets it away. Another catch is made by Jordan Ship, and we're going to take our 2nd timeout. That's actually already our 3rd timeout. I'm sorry, we don't have any timeouts anymore. 30 seconds on the clock. Merdinger has a wide open man, and he overthrows Hamilton. Oh, that would have been a touchdown. He was wide open there behind the secondary, and he overthrows him a tad. And now Merdinger goes down. It's 4th down, and we don't... we're actually going to go for it here. I think that's a good call. We're at midfield, and somebody jumps, and that's going to be a free 1st down for the UNC Tar Heels. Let's see if we can work with 24 seconds. We're, I think, 10 to 15 yards away from field goal range. 3rd and 10 for Merdinger. He's going to throw a one-on-one bomb, and that one's going to be incomplete. But they're going to call a pass interference call on Stoner. And that's not a spot foul in college football. It's a 15-yard penalty. And we're just going to take the points here. 9 seconds on the clock. No time like this time to get some more points. 43-yard field goal is good, and UNC is going to lead this one 20-0 at halftime. Great field goal by Liam Boyd this time around, and we're going to have a nice lead going into halftime. So far, the UCF offense have not been able to do a whole lot, and I hope we can keep it that way. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. As Kyle Costanza, by the way, we had only run it 4 times, and he has 14.3 yards to carry, courtesy of a 40-yard touchdown. But other than that, the run game has not been going that well, and UCF is almost going to be sacked again here. Brown did make it past Bo Atkinson, but could have been a sack, man. Got to get your sacks in here, as we have another pass completed over the middle there for Ja'Cory Brown to his running back, Morales. And now they're going to go play action, and Brown is going to get sacked again. It's Starlings in the backfield. This one's not looking good for UCF, as they're going to lose their lead running back. And somebody with number 84 is now in the backfield. That can't be good news. And we're going to have yet another sack. It's Malik Hamrick in the backfield yet again. And UCF is going to have to punt this one away as well, even though the drive didn't start half bad. So UNC back out there, 20-0, and we're still throwing it. Merdinger to the sideline. The catch is made by Johnson, 5-yard catch. 2nd and 5. Costanzo's the back, double twin set. And we're going to run it up the middle with Costanzo, and he's got the first down, about 6 yards on the play. And now 2nd and 10 for Merdinger. And we're going to throw yet another slant, and that one's caught by Brooks as Stoner is still in the game. I hope he doesn't re-injure himself. 3rd and 4 for Merdinger, and that's a slip screen set up as Costanzo gets away from a defensive tackle. And that dude knew exactly what was going down on that play, and he still couldn't make the play, man. First down after that slip screen. 2nd and 10 for Merdinger after a very nice set of downs there, and they're going to get it away to Buck Stoner. He's got another first down, and that is another injury for this UCF team. Now it's their defensive tackle, their best player on the D-line, and actually on that entire defense. He's going to go have an injury now, and Marquise Brooks has another catch over the middle. First down and 10, trips right, and Stoner isolated left. We're going to get it away to Ship, and that's a first down catch for 6 yards, which makes this one a 2nd and 4. Johnson is going to be set in motion. Costanza is the back, and we're actually going to have a play action shot for Merdinger. And the comebacker in the end zone is going to be incomplete, ruled out of bounds again. This time it was not particularly close. Marquise Brooks really has to get his footing together, as this is going to be a touchdown. Jordan Ship into the end zone. 27-0. UCF not showing up so far. They have not had one red zone trip, and we're up by 27 now. But as I was saying, man, Marquise Brooks really needs to get his footing issues together, because if he continues like that, he's going to end up like, what's the Patriot receiver that never could get his feet down, man? Oh, I forgot his name, man. Doesn't matter. Marquise Brooks needs to do a better job at catching these balls inbounds, as Morales has a great run on the first play of this drive, but then he gets stuffed a couple times, and suddenly it's 3rd and 6. Brown has trips to the left, isolated receiver right. He's going to motion out Morales, who left earlier with an injury, but he's in the back now, and that's their lead receiver, Jordan Bridgewater, with a great catch in tight coverage. 1st and 10, edge of field goal range, and they're going to get it away for another first down. It's Randy Pittman, the tight end. And now finally they get the ball moving. I think this is the furthest they have gotten so far. And that one's going to be incomplete. Wanted to dump it off to his running back in the flat. But Bo Atkinson there to impact the throwing motion. And Morales, they're going to run it here on 3rd and 10. What are you doing? That is way too conservative if you want to have a chance to get back in this game. They're going to take the point and make this a 24-4-point game. So technically it's a 3-score game, but honestly it's a 4-score game. 1st and 10, Merdinger gets it away wide open as Jordan Ship, and he's going to run this one down the field, almost getting to midfield. And Ship has been looking great in this game. 1st and 10 coming up. 2nd and 8 actually. We have 2 tight ends on the field. Costanzo is the running back, and this one's going to go to Costanzo. He's going to run it up the middle. 5-yard gain and make this a 3rd and very manageable 3 yards. Tight end right, only one this time around, and Costanzo is going to run it up the middle, but there is nowhere to go. He's stuffed. 4th down, and they do not go for it there. No point in risking anything, as UCF should have had an interception here. Caleb Koss was right there, but 2nd and 9 now after that great catch by Bridgewater. We're going to have yet another sack. Actually, it's not a sack. He did throw it away at the last second, but Hamrick was right there again. 3rd and 9 for Brown. And he's got a lot of time in the pocket. He dumps it off over the middle, and that's going to be a 4th down and 1. Let's see if they can do this one. They've got 3 tight ends on the field, and they are going to go direct snap to the running back. There was no quarterback on the field. A very weird wildcat formation, but it did not work out. It's turnover on downs, and we're going to go back on offense here. Great field position, and running over people is Kyle Costanzo. What a play, dragging a defender with him there into the secondary. 1st and 10 now from the 23-yard line, and Merdinger has lots of time to get this one away, and Brooks is just going to turn upfield, and into the end zone is the number 2 receiver, Marquise Brooks. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And this one is about over. 34-3. UCF never stood a chance. We're just going to quit while we're ahead. Skip to the end here, as nobody scored any more points in the rest of this game. We just ran out the clock and move on. Merdinger, player of the game for a 399-yard performance, 3 touchdowns, almost 70% completion percentage. A great game for the UNC offense. We did throw it 44 times, but if it worked, why would we run it if the run doesn't work as well? We did have a 40-yard touchdown in this game, but there was just I don't know, apart from that 40-yard touchdown, we did have a solid run game, but if the pass game works this well with almost 70% completion percentage, why would we change anything? Marquise Brooks had 170 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Shipp had 10 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. We had Buck Stoner for 67, and Brian Malik even got 28 yards through the air. Costanzo got 19 on a couple slip screens there. So great game all around for the passing game, and if you don't need the run, why would you run it? It's just a healthy distraction every once in a while, but overall, the rest of the rush yardage just came in garbage time. I think we ran it like 6 or 7 times up until the 4th quarter, and then we had a few garbage time runs where we did get a little bit of yardage, but by then the game was long over. I think there was 0 turnovers in this entire game. Our trenches just absolutely dominated, man. This UCF offense, they were not able to move the football at all in this entire game. They were just shut down. We had 4, 5, 6 sacks in this game. Complete and utter domination, shutting down the run pretty well as well. And we're gonna have a quarterfinal game now against Oregon. Very solid day for this UNC offense. Oregon is going to be our opponent in the Cotton Bowl. So we're going to play a team that's a lot tougher than UCF. I do not think we're favorited in this one. I think we might have a quite similar roster. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the playoff results. Florida had a win 34-20, not particularly close, over Georgia. Now, the interesting thing about Florida is they didn't play in a conference championship game at all. They're in the same conference as Georgia and UCF, but they did not play a single championship game at all. And still they made it, and now are the only team left of that conference, and they're going to go play Clemson. We're going to play Oregon. So if we win and Clemson wins, we are going to have a 3rd game against Clemson this year. But that's crazy talk for the future. We got to take care of business first, and then we can wonder if Clemson also makes it. On the other half of the bracket, we have Michigan losing out to Notre Dame in a shootout there at the end in overtime. 50-48, Michigan loses out as the winner of the Big Ten. So they're going to not move on. Notre Dame, instead, the only independent team in the country, are going to play West Virginia. And then we have Alabama and South Carolina, and South Carolina did win it in the end, which to me is actually quite the surprise. But still, all 3 ACC teams are left in this playoff, and they're going to play TCU. Now, next game is going to be Oregon. This is going to be a really tough one, but we'll see. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more UNC Dynasty. See you in the next episode. Until then, have a great day.